Yeah. I remember I used to be that kind of a player who doesn't open their eyes when they're heading the ball. And Surprise took me to the lessons to say, if I want to perfect that, I must always look at the ball all the time. There's a combination of Mbule and Mahopa when you look at that, Moremi into the box. This, for me, is supposed to go far post. And, you know, just to kill it far post. But I can tell that if he wanted to hit the back of the net with a powerful shot, but the easiest one was to go far post.
You know, when you find yourself in an unfamiliar territory, I think that's Sipho for you. He wanted to go for power instead of placing the ball to the far post. Because remember, if you hit the target from that position, there's no goalkeeper who can catch the ball clean. They will always parry it, and they will parry it because it's a reaction save. So once you parry it back onto the field and you are still going down as a keeper, there's a lot of bodies inside the box. Yeah. Someone can just come and tap in. So I think it was rush of blood, but if it was more composed, hit the target and see what happens next, we would be talking a different language now, that Bafana is probably 1-0 up.
That seemed to kunendawo lafana ngabe sicwejise kancane to sharpen polish kancane ngoba angazi noma irust angazi noma uncertainty in decision making. We'll get to it, of course, in the closest we've got, which was in the 45th minute, but this was a little bit earlier on in the 40th minute here, and it's Moremi that has the ball for a bit, has a bit of a dribble and a shot.
He's got happy legs. I was telling Skipper off that he reminds me of Abianale. When you're close, tight to him like that, he can tell either way. And what I like about this Moremi boy is the fact that he's not shy to take shots out at goals. And that's why the number of goals that he scored for Orlando Pirates, because of this. When you have that bravery, when you have that belief that you can score anytime, and that it will be helpful for Bafana Bafana, of course, in competitions that we're going into, it's a game of goals.
You look at all the shots that we've seen so far, except for Sipho Mbule inside that box. It's very restrictive as what we can do in that box, isn't it?
Definitely. I think Ghana came here to park the bus, and then Bafana needs to be more composed, because look at the number of bodies behind the ball. They are protecting their goalpost. They want to make sure that even Mbata doesn't get enough time to pick up his head and look at the goalpost, because they know what he's capable of. He can just release the Hlompoke Ghana special, but they are not giving them any of that space.
This was offside, of course, that will be ruled to, but one wondered about the decision-making here.
That was a moment where I thought he was supposed to score, but this is not an offside that we can all see that the Mkota was onside. Of course, with a lot of touches that we thought they delayed to get into that line, because we had a chance earlier, you know, to even take a shot at goal, but this was an offside.
And I think when you look at that picture clearly, you see that the guys had too many touches, extra unnecessary touches, because when you look at the picture, there was 4 Bafana players and 2 Ghanaian players. But the referee wasn't spot on, or the linesman, but again, we need those numbers inside the box.
Sipho Mbule has had the most touches, has had a bit of an impact. When I say they're playing it off to him, they're inside the box. These are the touches that perhaps Itu speaking about here, inside the box, that are a little too many. We should be a lot more clinical there. It's 0-0 after 45 minutes. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back on the other side, we'll send you back to Dobsonville. Of every champion lies a journey, one of resilience, passion, and dedication. It's a journey that starts as a dream and is fueled by ambition. A journey made of the relentless pursuit of greatness. And greatness isn't given, it's earned. With every challenge, goal, and celebration, it's a journey that inspires generations. And one that proves that we are made of more. 10Bet, official betting partner of Bafana Bafana.
The silence turns into harmony, and friendship drives the way. Let Tata Punch take you there from only $2,999 per month. T's and C's apply.
In the heart of every champion lies a journey, one of resilience, passion, and dedication. It's a journey that starts as a dream and is fueled by ambition. A journey made of the relentless pursuit of greatness. And greatness isn't given, it's earned. With every challenge, goal, and celebration, it's a journey that inspires generations. And one that proves that we are made of more. 10Bet, official betting partner of Bafana Bafana.
Next on Keeping Score. Tafula e tletse ditatso tsa dikuku empa wena ha o tsebe gore lenyalo le neng. Don't try me.
Kona le mopatsela wana.
O sto twa tse ba ritse ha re rekela ntse.
Kwesikhonyana nje lengotse sha.
Ska ntshwetsa hore ke prenamio.
Ha ke na le bonnete ba hore motho ya kgonang le ho itaola.
A she can panda ntho o etsa nga ya loka. It's fine. I already have a crazy mom and I get talking that mongwe yo tlhanya.
Na le pele stay na justice.
Shabelo ya hao go hodisa serathane sena sa hao. Mokhuku ka government grant with a boxer that never really make it.
Self-made entrepreneur Tiny Machaya.
Ora mshimane wa mamosa.
Yena o ke hloko ba report ya ditlaleho tsa ditjhelete. Bana hona le go website tholisiseng hantle ka motšhelo. O dibile.
Keeping Score, Monday to Friday at 6 on 2.
It's 0-0 after 45 minutes between Bafana Bafana and Ghana. Second half coming up now. Gents, very quickly, what do we do differently?
I'd love to see other players getting a run. Simply, if they can change the whole lineup, that would be bad.
The entire lineup, this guy.
Yeah. Remember,
Oh, just to get a run.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not because you're not happy with.
No. Because you need to.
Who do you want to see?
Yeah, I would love to see everybody. Really, because then the last official match that they will they will test themselves.
You want to see Ozun come on, you want to see
Yeah.
Kulisho come on, Teboho come on, you want to see Relay come on,
Yeah.
you want to see all those players, Itu.
Yeah,
Maybe not in the goalkeeping department.
No, even in the goalkeeping department.
Chain comes on.
Yeah, give China a chance. Ricardo has done well in the first half, not tested.
Yeah, I didn't do much.
Yeah, I didn't do much, but obviously the
Yeah,
score is
right.
still 0-0. That means he's been communicating, he's been vocal at the back. But again, it's already good for him to keep a clean sheet. Then let's give other goalkeepers.
Even defensively, do we change that too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because the aim is to give them those run, the minutes, and maybe just to let the legs get to a feel of saying.
So bring on Mbogazi.
You can bring Mbogazi now. Of course, there will be those who played so many minutes in the Premier League already, but those they need to be managed properly because
Geza and etc.
yeah.
Well, there it is. They want to see an overhaul. They want to see an entire new team come on. Geza, you've got. Ozun Apollos, Elias Mugwana, all those players that are sitting on the bench, they'd love to see them perhaps get a run. I'm going to send you through to a team at the stadium, led, of course, in commentary there by Watile, as well as Michael Abramson. They're going to be taking us through the next 45 minutes. The crowds have showed up. And at the beginning was a bit wary ukuthi abekuzogcwala ngabazonayo le support ke bebethi papa ne farewell kodwa ke siyazi ukuthi ke futhi siyabona sebefikile eDobsonville bazobukela umdlalo omkhulukazi ke uBafana Bafana umdlalo sithi ke yi-farewell match. I was a little bit worried about how rough it was getting for the players.
Oh, yeah.
We were also putting in a bit of a hard foot there. You go into every challenge, you're just like, because, with the huge tournament that's coming, you're a bit wary.
Yeah, no, you have to be wary. It's a bit scary that the tackles that we saw flying on the field, that's not what we want, especially playing our last preparation game.
Yeah, also, we must speak of Razam Simpson, the short number 10 on the right there. He's doing a lot. So watch out for him. We're going to send you through now to Dobsonville Stadium with our commentary team of Michael as well as Watile are awaiting you.
So wholesale substitutions expected here at half-time, and we're going to get a whole lot of them leading us into the second half. It is goalless in Dobsonville. Lovely sunny conditions on a very, very good surface here. But Coach Bruce will want to have a look at some of the other players in his team, and he'll want to keep the players fresh So there are going to be wholesale changes. I see Ashwin Apollos is coming on, and Teboho Mokoena as well for Bafana Bafana. So those are two changes that they are making. Just having a look at some of the Ghanaian changes and trying to pick out the numbers for you about the players that they will be introducing as well. And we'll run through those for you and confirm them. So not too much work for the goalkeepers to do at either end in the first half. This is the battle of the number 3s there initially. And Emmanuel Anor, who's looked quite lively, he's had the only shot on target in the entire first half. Bafana had 5 shots, all of them off target. Although they certainly did camp inside the opponent's box. So here is Apollos. It's probably the first name Hugo Broos puts down on his team sheet these days. He's been absolutely brilliant after his move from Polokwane City up country, but for the national team and for his club he's been absolutely excellent. And he's coming on. Talent Mbata is also going to make way for Teboho Mokoena. So just confirming, and a change in goal as well. Sipa Chain is going to get a chance to play in place of Ricardo Goss. So those are the changes for Bafana Bafana at the moment, as the referee gives the nod and we go into the second half here. So a bit more experience now on the park, but more cool heads in that midfield. And Coach Broos has obviously decided before the start of this game he doesn't want some of his key players like Mokoena and Apollos playing a full 90 here. He just wants to give them enough time to get match ready. So he's made that change at half time, and he wants to have a look at Sipa Chain as well. 0-0 here in Dobsonville. Bafana's last home game of 2025. And Aban going back to his goalkeeper. It'll be interesting to see how these changes affect that midfield of Bafana Bafana. Here's Etse Dogli, finding his man rather nicely. Now looking for that ball up that far side touchline, not finding it. It's a throw. 13 here is Mamudu, man from Maniema. He's 23 years of age. Cut out by Sibisi. The referee's already blown for the foul. So creating opportunities there. Prince Owusu trying to play the ball forward, just caught late. And there's a chance here for a set piece, but they don't knock it into the box. They go wide, do the Black Galaxies. Ball into the area, well defended for the first attempt. But the pickup is good from Isaac Aful, trying to get his team moving forward. That's a rather ambitious pass away to that far side. Picking out Mamudu, but he's overrun the ball. So just to go through those changes, a change in goal for Bafana Bafana. Sipa Chain introduced at half-time. Also Mokoena and Apollos. And Talent Mbata being withdrawn from the midfield. Matuludi. Nice ball forward. Here's Master Chef. Goes on the overlap, overruns the ball, but then he's tackled and the referee gives the free kick. Got away with it a little bit. The ball had gone when he was tackled. But that's good skill for you, good professionalism and experience as well. See here, he's pushed the ball forward, and only after he's lost contact with the ball did he get that push in the back. But experienced enough to go down to ground and win the free kick. So a real chance here for Bafana Bafana to work something. It's Modiba over the ball with a left boot. And the Black Galaxy setting up a 4-man wall. Can Modiba find the target? He hits it straight into the wall. Where does it ricochet? It comes back to Modiba. He's got support out wide from Apollos if he wants to use him. Doesn't see him initially. And now Matuludi. He does see Apollos with a lovely ball over the top. Apollos, who's a rejuvenated player. Look at that, creating the opportunity, just overhitting it slightly there for Mbule, who is arriving at the far post. That's the vision of Oswin Apollos. He's going to be a real handful for the opposition at AFCON. And hopefully at World Cup 2026 as well. Isaac Afful. The Black Galaxies trying to play the ball out of defense, winning the free kick. It's very stop-start here at the start of the second half. So Mohawan Kota certainly impressed. Good first half performance. He's been withdrawn as well. And Apollos on for him. Referee Chavani awarding the free kick, so there's confirmation. Apollos on for Mohawan Kota. Two quality players that Hugo Broos has at his disposal. Matuludi. Mokoena wearing the captain's armband in the second half. So interesting, Sibisi leading the side in the first half, and then the captain's armband given to Mokoena when he's been introduced. Sun still shining brightly, but the floodlights are on here at Dobsonville. Really is a very panoramic stadium with great views all over the southwest of the city. And from our commentary position, we can see far into the distance and right into the center of Joburg. Mbule. Mokoena. Lots of willing recipients. That's a good run on the overlap. Ball played back into the area. Cleared desperately. Desperately by Mamudu. Modiba doing really well there to fashion the chance. Trying to pick out a teammate in the box. And Bafana will have the corner. So what can they work from set pieces? Bafana keeping two men back inside the center circle just in case there's a breakaway. Corner slightly overhit, easily cleared. The referee not happy with the foul on Modiba. But there's lots of tactical awareness in this Bafana side. They kept two men back because Ghana had one player upfield, and Coach Bruce was obviously concerned if there was a breakaway. He wanted to have enough defenders back. So that's good vision. Now Apollos from the quickly taken free kick. Matuludi looks for support behind him, finds it in Sibisi. Nice work from Ndamane, good distribution. Obas trying to go through the midfield all on his own. Matuludi slightly underweights the pass. Apollos reads it though, does very well to spin away from his man. The crowd appreciated that. Mokoena, good vision, linking the play well. Obas. They're all calling for the ball in yellow shirts. Evidence Makgopa. Now Apollos trying to wriggle his way through. Almost falls to MasterChef, and now Ghana might get something here on the break. Good, excellent defending in the end by Ndamane, just getting back, reading the danger, saw there was a potential breakaway, and he just got in the way and stopped that attack in its tracks. Here the South African front three or four trying to fashion the chance, falling to Mbule, just wanted one touch too many in the box. But Apollos, you can see, always reading the play well, always looking for opportunities, always looking to try and get into good positions. Modiba. Lots of yellow shirts forward in this attack. Looks for the square pass, cut out. Now Mokoena, we know he likes to strike them from range, and he has a go. Wasn't that far off. Apologizes to his teammates. He scored some cracking goals in his time in the national jersey. 9 goals already for Bafana Bafana. Approaching 50 appearances for Mokoena. Puts his head back and thinks I'm going for that top corner. So the clouds here in the south getting slightly darker. We might get some rain this evening. Don't think we're going to have any interruptions to play inside the 90 minutes. And the weather is set fair for the time being, but the clouds are building away to our right-hand side. Modiba. Mbule. South Africa still yet to have a shot on target. Astonishingly enough, they've had lots of shots off target, 6 of them in total, but nothing on target as yet. And the Black Galaxies trying to play the ball out of defense and actually have done quite well here to fashion opportunities. Here's the man who's been causing trouble, Emmanuel Arnaud. No way through for him that time. Adams with distribution away to the far side, but far overhitting the pass. And his teammate Prince Owusu looking at him and saying, what was that? They teammates at Mediima in the Ghanaian Premier League, but no love lost there. CBC. It's a little bit stop-start. I think Coach Bruce will want his team to move the ball a little bit quicker. He's already made a handful of changes at the start of the second half, and he'll want his team to just move the ball quicker with one touches. And we haven't seen too much of that in the game so far. It's been some nice passing, but South Africa haven't really been able to get in behind the Ghanaian defense too often. It's a free kick here to the Black Galaxies. So 10 minutes gone second half. It's much of the same though, but with the fresh legs, we'll see if there can be some impetus to proceedings. 0-0, 55 gone, OJ.
Arbone nakaya kana balika chalo. Mane balika chalo ko ya kwa pele fela. Evidence makopa batsingelo to mokhulinyo. Abazintselo to mokhulinyo ba itlosa le tatlelo. Ya khwa chalo ke Isaac Full fela Africa borwa ba ka khwileo. Evidence ba tsamekela motseleng ya ga bathusi ba motseleng ya ga Khulumani. Tebza Mrembula tebo ho mokwena. Arbone tebza tsamekela chalo motseleng ya ga bathusi. Auswin Apolis, Auswin waba petla aba rumela kwa pele thula ka tlhogo ba sireletsa kwa morago. Ga ke tla itumela seo Hugo Bruce. Ga solofele ebile ga batla go bona dikgobalo mo batshamekeng a. Bona ka mo tsamo iketlileng bathusi Obas. Thulana Chalo le kawana lama. Thulana Chalo le kawana Emmanuel no. Mekete wa go emelela. O emeletse tota motaka rialo bathusi. Go tswela pele ka motshameko. O emeletse go tswela pele ka motshameko bathusi Obas. Romela kwa pele ya go retola Chalo ka CBC. O iba Chalo motseleng Arbone. Romela le tele kwa pele the master chef. The master chef Arbone Africa Bora. Amakita! Olobaka Aibata. Olobaka Ignoretswe. Sa kakata setofo. Se Hasibugu 6, Sibugu 10. The master chef. Sipambule. Pelotwe upuela manonga. Matasakake. Osiboni. Bona jaaka tsofagare ka bona the master chef. Ga se fela ha le mo dipounameng tsa Afrika Borwa. Ga se fela ha le mo dipounameng tsa bakatisi. Ga se fela ha le mo dipounameng tsa batshameka kgatlhanong nae. Se ga se talente. Ga ke itse ke se bitseng fela lina le Letata c'est le history. The master chef Sipambule comme Africa Borwa kwa pele. ekete Omuchikile dinoka fana raga khilo the master chef Motoradino was topa saraga ya Ghana ekete khona go ka tlhoka go gobala mokgwele nye tshwana le ele le mokatese wa Ghana Kasim Mengel ga dumele fela ke solo fela ba mo Afrika Borwa ba ta mona bona bona jaaka fa tswa fa gare ga bone Romela Jalo Kopele Arbode Ghana ba go tsibuga ka tseleng tseng le kawana la Salim Adams Simola Jalo kwa morago mo Ebenezer Ban Dewe Banchalo va Romela Jalo Kopele Tepsa Brembula Evidence Makopa Bawa ta go ba phola la ruri jalo ga Afrika Borwa the master chef ala re tlhola ka botlhale fela ba mo le bogile ba dirile phoso baagi ba Ghana ba ba nna mo Afrika Borwa go sa ba fekgang go sa ba itsisi ka the master chef Evidence Makopa Singaloto Jelly Chavani Oka Jalo Matsabeko Pepa Tele Pele Arbano Usu Prince Jelly Chavani Adakala Tamaka Sente Afrika Borwa Suraj Saidi Sibola Jalo Komara Homotileng Yaga Sipo Che Bamotileng Yaga Batusi Housewin Samigala Jalo Motileng Ya Baiba Jalo Motileng Yaga Kulumani Afrika Borwa Luwakar Litile Gore Kemanyo Ta Tuban Sekagani Batusi Arbode Batusi Samigala Jalo Mokotebo Homokwena Rumela Litele kwa Pile Mrembola Tena Kalba Kosola Litini Fela Dogli Rataloka Jalo Kane kwa Marako Kilio Fela Basense Kwele Materganyo Ka Jalo Rayo Toso Kile Afrika Borwa Ayo Toso Kile Afrika Borwa Tebsam Rembol Arbone Tebo Hop Barumela Litele Tebo Aful Baba Potlaganyetsa Baba Pitlaganya Afrika Borwa fela Serganyo Kaile Jalo Poso Gatanon Jalo le Bafana Khala Tsameka Sentle Etse Dogli Wena Tsepa Moremi Nala Batsameke Modimo Utangwa Ikete kwa tlase khona le diphetogo ne ga ba itubele khakitse fa go nna jara go nna thata go tswa the master chef go tsena re le bohile mo fokeng ga bo itse gore o itumele khotsa ga bo itse gore o direng ka go o tla rata go ba bona ba le babedi mo le baleng the master chef o tsela jalo rele le kawana la Elias Mukwana le ene otsene rele mo fokeng ga mo le Elias Mukwana gagamaditse gore ba le ka kwano le ka bona le tsholofelo le gore ka dira tiro ka kwa Tunisia ka gongwe a ka tswa fela kwa Tunisia go leba kwa setlhopheng kwa Morocco fela o ka kwano gae monna yo wa Elias Mokwana metshameko le mmalwa na sabiriwe ga mo le ene re le ka ntlha jalo ya kgobalo me o buile o siame re le bohile mo Fokeng siwa ke kgwele rele jaka ya go tloswa jalo kwa morago Afule o itshamekela jalo mo tseleng ya ga Lorenzo Sey bana ba dira phoso fela Afrika Borwa ba ka bona nno gape fa ga re bone evidence bana ba felo setsola Afrika Borwa ba retelelwa ke go dirisa setsola seo ka bana go gile ka la molema mo maemong a na le mogone ka bana e tsere ka loto la molema Evidence Makgopa fela o retelelwa ke kgweleo na le motshameki o fafatshe ba thuso ya potlako ba tsena mo lebaleng me ba emise ba tshameki ba le babedi kwa bankeng ba emise jalo ba tshameki ba le babedi naga ya Ghana Sarah Juatswa me go tsena jalo Emmanuel Aban le Rudolf Mensah Salim Adams Leno Chile me Lodamoa wa go tsena go tswa jalo Mamudu me motetso ele one Afrika Borwa ele notona ga ya Ghana metsotso le soma martare le botlhano se re tsamaile ka kwano tshelofela ke re tla bona dino gape Mike
OJ, what a difference a goal makes. Bafana now playing with a swagger, playing with all sorts of confidence now, and very, very nearly getting in again. What a goal from Mbule. The fans who have arrived here today, it was almost worth the entrance fee just to see that goal. And they've been celebrating throughout. So that scoreline, South Africa 1, Ghana 0. Goalkeeper, who was beaten by a really superb shot from the Master Chef. How do the Ghanaians respond here? 5 changes made then by the South African coaching staff. Chain on, Mokoena on, Apollos on, Mokwana on, and Mofokeng on for Moremi and Kota, Mbule, Mbata and Goss. Ghana themselves have made 3 changes. And it's game on here. Mbule in the 57th minute, cooking up a really fantastic goal for his country. And that'll just put the team in a good mood. It's put the crowd in a good mood as well here. And everybody's on the up and up. Ghana resisted for almost an hour. It was the first shot on target from Bafana in the match. And now these young Ghanaian players have no choice but to chase the game, and gaps could open up with so much pace now with Apollos and Mofokeng on the park. And the very impressive Mokwana, who's back in the Bafana setup for the first time in over a year. Having gone to play in Tunisia with Esperance, he left them and now he plays in Saudi Arabia with Al Khazem, and he's been called back to the squad. Long ball to pick out Apollos. Just had a bit too much to do, and the break is on here. Modiba, Mokoena, CBC, Now they can just control the pace of the game. Goal makes such a difference, forces the opposition to come out. Apollos now playing wide on the left-hand side. Mokoena going back into the heart of defense to Ngezana. Nice floated ball from CBC. It's got good weight on it, and in the end, just too much. As we reach the three-quarter mark in the match, he's looking for a chip to find Matuludi. Has good pace, but the ball just had too much on it, and a little bit of shove in the back from Isaac Afful just made sure that Matuludi wasn't going to get there. Look at the commitment here in midfield. And the ball will break for Bafana. Well, it would have, but foul committed, and the referee still hasn't gone to his pocket yet. Referee Chavani. You fancy if this wasn't a friendly match, there would have been a few yellow cards dished out already. Each side, being a friendly, can make 6 changes. Bafana have made 5, Ghana have made 3 already, so there's still one more change possible for Hugo Broos if he wants to. Introduce somebody else, give them a bit of game time. He might well do so later in the game. Makgopa lurking in the box, putting the defender under a lot of pressure. That's the captain, Razak Simpson. Plays for a club called Nations, who are in the bottom half of the table in the Ghanaian Premier League. Sipho Chain, about the first time he's touched the ball. CBC. Now, the impressive Mokoena. Had a fantastic debut. I remember him playing a match against Andorra just after the last AFCON, and he was absolutely brilliant in that game. Obas stayed on the field of play. CBC. Mokoena, little touch on. And now they are going for the cocky touches here, are the Bafana players. That goal has certainly sparked them into life. But there might be something out here on the breakaway now. Afful, good defending, excellent defending. The ball's still not clear though, but he's having a lot to do on his own, Anor. Emmanuel Anor, he almost beat 3 or 4 players on his own there, and in the end he was really good defending by CBC, who just nudged him, got in the way, and he's picked up a little bit of an injury for his troubles. Lovely through ball, beats everybody, and it's good hard work from the defense collectively. Was actually Matuludi, I beg your pardon, who got in the way there and shoulder charged him. And Ngezana getting back as well. And the defenders working as a unit to try and stop Emmanuel Anor, the dangerous Emmanuel Anor, 22-year-old left winger. Still one change that the Bafana coaching staff can make. And they're all here to send the team off on their way, hoping for better than the last AFCON, where Bafana ended in 3rd position, having twice been to the final of AFCON, of course, in consecutive years, 96 and 98. And then runners-up in 2000, or rather 3rd place in 2000, and 3rd place 24 years later. Corner conceded. So just to let you know, I told you earlier that Ghana did not qualify for AFCON. They ended bottom of their group, just 3 points from their 6 matches behind Angola, Sudan and Niger. But in their World Cup qualifiers, they were absolutely chalk and cheese. They won 8 of their 10 matches, drawing 1, losing 1, scored 23 goals, conceded just 6, and topped their group, winning all their home games. Ball into the area, just wide. The referee had already seen something in the area, so it wouldn't have made any difference. Good action there from that set piece, and Bafana almost doubling their score. So you see the ball coming in there from Apollos, and the defender's not really sure what to do with it, and almost arrives as a tap in at the far post. So they dropped only points away at the Comoros, losing 1-0, and away at Chad, where they drew 1-1, but they won all their home games in a group that contained Madagascar, Mali, Comoros, Central African Republic and Chad. 25 points from their 10 games. very different campaign to the AFCON campaign. And Ghana, of course, will not be representing the continent in AFCON, but they will be there as one of 9, hopefully 10, if DRC qualify for World Cup 2026. Still that excellent goal from Mbule, who won the ball well in the midfield, beating Asante to the ball and then just taking on the shot and beating the goalkeeper from long range. It was a cracking goal from MasterChef, and it's the difference between the teams today. This has been a decent workout for Bafana Bafana. I'm sure Coach Bruce would have wanted maybe what he deemed as more competitive opposition, but it's been a pretty good test for the side. He can sort out a few combinations. He's had players doing well for him on the park, and he's been able to get some combinations working. And this man, Mofokeng, is going to be key at AFCON as well. Even though he's just turned 21, he's already fairly experienced in terms of his international career. Modiba. The crowd have been very vocal since that goal went in about just under 20 minutes ago. Dogley doing nicely. Is there something on here for Ghana? Sipho Chain can take that in the breadbasket quite comfortably. Hasn't had too much to do since he's come on. It's had a very, very quiet second half. So 15 minutes to play here. Still one change available for Coach Hugo Bruce and the coaching staff of Bafana Bafana. But with 15 to play, South Africa very much in control of this one, even though they lead by a solitary goal to nil.
Re a re lebile jalo bokutlo jwa motshameko wa letsatsi la gompieno. Potso ke gore ba tla boa kwa morago naga ya Ghana kgotsa Afrika Borwa ba tla tolosa ketapele. CBC tshamekela jalo mo tseleng ya ga Tebogo Mokoena. Fela ba latile Afrika Borwa ba go tlhaselwa jano a re bone jalo Aful tsena ka le bokotso la Etienne Ghana a batla le ka lekanya fa ba ba kitla feta go godimo ga dikota. Prince Owusu na le no se Jacob Bilo bona mokatese ya Khalema Hugo Bruce bana ba itebetse ba tshameke ba Afrika Borwa fela ba tle go ba tlhagisa kotsi le ka bona la Owusu. Prince wa go etlosa kwa morago Sipho Chain. Rabone Sipho tshamekela jalo mo go CBC. Rabone Kulumani Foste Tsono Kantele le ka bona le la Ntamane reteletse jalo ke Tsono le ka bona la Ntamane Kanti jana fali romela jalo le tele kwa pele. Rabone Esed gawana la Esed Dogley Simola kwa morago mo tseleng ya ga Benezaban tshamekela mo tseleng ya ga Mensa. Ya go tlhomiwa kgweleo romela le telele go kwa pele ba bua ka Mensa o tla ba gopola the rock of Gibraltar a ba botsa kgwelita kwa tebola motshamekong. Afrika Borwa ke te ba boroko kwa morago me ba tle go ikotlela seo batlele go ikotlela seo Afrika Borwa ne ke go tsela kgang ke go bolela jalo ka sefane se sa Mensa tla ba gopola mona itsege jaaka the rock of Gibraltar mo go lo setlhopha se sa Ghana a le gone mo metshamekong ya AFCON ya 2008 me le ka metshameko ya sejana sa lefatshe o na le gone tshameka kwa morago le banna ba tshwana le bo Eva Pencil Sipoche tshamekela mo tseleng ya ga Tebogo Meriti Wile khona go lemoga le wena mo tshwantsong sa gago gore Meriti Wile ka kwana Soweto ka kwana mo Motsestoropong wa Dobsonville Meriti Wile Afrika Borwa ba kwa pele Elias Mukwana ba tshameka makgwakgwa monga ba tshameke ba motho ka reng ba na le go nna le ditshono Elias Mukwana mme bo bontse jwa ditshono tseo ga se gantsi a di fetolela mo dinong mme o na le ditshono tse dintle fa o lebella metshameko ya gagwe e fetileng le ka bona Elias Mukwana tshameko ya malaba setlhopha sa Sekhukhune Hugo Bruce Mona Mananyo Hugo Bruce ke tshimega ya sejana sene sa AFCON sa yang kwa go sone mo ngwageng wa 2017 ona fenya jalo sejana seo kgatlhanong thata ka setlhopha sa Cameroon se le sone na se fetotse gotlhelele bona monosi wa nno tsere di kgang le Ronald Williams bona mokgwa o dirileng monna yo wa Siphombule ke gore le ka re ona batla nno mme kwa bofelong jwa letsatsi a e bona ke yone nno ya gage the Master Chef Afrika Borwa rele se khotele mothaka rialo ga sa ne botito re le bohile mo Fokeng Simola kwa morago Lawrence Osei Laurent Osei we tlogela tshalo Ebenezer Ban wa tlosa Ebenezer tshamekela tshalo mo go Osei Osei ba ba mpachana ba tshamekela mo go Mensa Dogley Maleka go barwala fela go ka ile tshalo phoso kgatlhanong la Afrika Borwa kgwele ya go tloswa tshalo ke Ebenezer Robela mo tseleng ya ga Mensa Prince Ousu Afrika Borwa ba ba sireletsa fela ba tswa ka gape Prince a bone ma Prince o tla dirang ka kgweleo we ba mo tseleng ya ga ona we tsa we robela tshalo kwa morago ba tla tshalo le ka bona la Isaac Full fela ba mo tsela kgwele a Full a bone kgwele kopana tshalo le Oswina Police Evidence Makopa Elias Mukwana rele ba romela ne ke tsere ka rotla go ga lefana le gone fa le re le bohile ne ke tsere o rotla go ga fa le gone re le bohile ne ke tsere go rotla tsa go ga fa le gone fela ga tlwaele ga jalo ka go diraga le khakala jaka Talent Mbata jaka Tebogo Mokoena jaka Tebogo Mokoena jaka le kawana la Talent Mbata kgwele ba go tlosa le tatlhelo e a khiwa tshalo ke a Full wa lebela Isaac Full thula ka tlhogo kwa morago ba tshamekela mo tseleng ya ga Khulumani Simola kwa morago mo tseleng ya ga Sipochain Arbone Sibisi Waromela Chalo kwa pele rema tarabone chala le kawana le la Oswin abenza ka kwante khwele to sala tatlhelo ka mensa Malika go golagana setlhopha sa Ghana fela a re bona gore seo se tla ba direlang Dogley a ba tsenya kgwele Evidence Makgopa le ena ba e senya Dogley tshamekela mo go Ebeneza Prince ba romela ka kwano Thoko Ona Owusu ba go mulela ba mafafatse tshele tshapano na le gaufi ya ra itlhomiwe ba ra itlhomiwe khile phoso ke alona Bafana re lebohile Mofokeng o Tsentshelotho kwa morago mo le kabanela Prince Owusu ba go itlhoma fela fa ntle ga lepokotso la 18 lebeletse kwa morago dikota tsa ga Lawrence ke itse gore ba go nna ba go tsamana kgotsa ba bothologa balatedi ba batlileng ka kwano Sipochain rulaganya jalo le botala gage rulaganya jalo le botala gage le kawana le Arbone jalo Dogley una le Razak Simpson Yele mo kapteni wa Scopa Razak Arbone jalo go tsoka Prince ba kitla thula le botaka mo rago fela ntse le mo ka ronya kotsi ba kwa ba Afrika Borwa Sipochain Sikuto Bade ba batlano ya go lekalekana bona Prince ya thula mangwala ga Evidence Makgopa Sireleta Sipochain 1 Afrika Borwa Anoto Ghana Michael Abramson o tla konosetsa motshameko
OJ, this game has come alive. There have been chances at both ends, and here are the changes. Atakumi coming on. He's got 7 goals in 13 appearances in the Ghana Premier League. And Dalvin Yeboah, a very, very famous surname from Ghana. Of course, we all remember Tony Yeboah, who went and represented the national team, played for Leeds United for many years. He's on from Prince Owusu. So those are the changes. With 4 minutes to go. And Prince Owusu doesn't look happy about being taken off. So Ghana have hit the post. And the ball just put behind here for another corner. Three and a half to play, plus a bit of stoppage time. Sipochain's already made one excellent save. He might be called upon to make another. The ball just being cleared anyway. So Coach Bruce will be a little disappointed about the fact that South Africa have not closed out this game as yet, and Ghana have had the better chances in the last little while. Chain with an excellent save and the ball hitting the post as well. But Bafana leading by that outstanding goal from MasterChef on 57 minutes. With their first shot on target in the match. It's been a very much livelier second half. CBC. Now Mofokeng sees their support away on the outside and then overhits the pass to Mokwana, who appreciated the intention if not the actual execution. And the two of them just having a bit of a discussion about that. So the free kick hits Makgopa in the wall and then bounces out to the far side. As the cross comes back in, it comes off a defender, and it's an excellent save from Sipochain. Doing his chances no harm whatsoever. Lovely little back flick into the box, not quite working. There's been a lot of inventiveness. The crowd are in festive mood with just over 2 minutes plus stoppage time to play. There have been a few stoppages, there have been lots of substitutions, but I don't think referee Chavani is going to delay matters too long as far as the stoppage time that does get added on. So Bafana, they will be leaving our shores very shortly for that opening game for them against Angola in Marrakesh in 6 days' time. But there's still some defending to do here, twisting and turning. Excellent work from Rudolf Mensah. Just unable to find a way through. See, takes on Matuludi. Turns him one way, then the other. Just didn't have enough strength in the shot. Minute and a half to play. It's been a decent workout here for Bafana Bafana. They've got a long trip across the length of the continent to come. They'll be linking up with some of their overseas-based players who are not here. People like Lyle Foster and Yaya Sitole and Chandre Campbell, who's been given an opportunity in the squad to show what he can do. Yet to make his debut for the national team. Now another injury, a bit of a hold-up. It's Aban, central defender, who is down on the ground. As we move into the last minute, looks as if players are dead on their feet after a very, very hot day. This match was supposed to have kicked off at 3 o'clock. It was put back to 4 o'clock just because of the heat. And that South African flag waving proudly as Ali Mohammed looks as if he's about to be introduced as well. Man from Hearts of Oak, 23-year-old centre-back. He's going to come on now. And lots of love for Mama Joy on this day of reconciliation. So we move into stoppage time. We'll get the indication from the fourth official, Mr. Ramotsindela. Will indicate for us how much time there is to be added on. He's busy performing heroics. There he is, just trying to get that board indicating the stoppage time. And it's 4 minutes. 4 minutes to be added. Seems fair enough with all the substitutions and a few stoppages as well. Ebenezer Aban is off and replaced by Ali Mohammed. So that's confirmation of the change. Ghana comes so close to scoring. They've hit the upright. And South Africa now just need to keep the back door shut, but they're struggling to do so. That's good work. Excellent interception in the midfield by the very, very hard-working Mofokeng. And he looks for the long ball floated forward, looking towards Apollos. He's not the tallest of men, but Bafana will let that roll out for a throw-in. Just keep the ball up the field. That will be their tactics for the remainder of stoppage time. Try and play the game inside the Ghanaian half as much as possible. Mokoena, CBC. Ndamane. Mokoena. Ndamane again. Looks for support out wide, finds it in Modiba. 2 minutes gone of the 4 of stoppage time. South Africa just keeping possession, managing the game well here in the dying stages. And making sure that Ghana don't get any touches on the ball. Ghana look tired. They're not really pressing too much in these late stages. Mofokeng, every time he touches the ball, the crowd get excited. Mokoena, Ndamane, Modiba, always a willing recipient. Apollos does well to ride the challenge. Can he set up another chance? Now he's taken out by the defender, and South Africa will have a free kick on the edge of the box now with a minute and a half remaining. He's looking for the 1-2. It was played into his path. That's a cynical challenge, and the referee's having none of it. See Apollos, it's a give and go. Gets the return ball, or would have got the return ball from Mokoena, but for a cynical challenge. So a chance maybe to bag a second goal here from a set piece late in the piece, late in the game. Inside the final minute, blue skies over Dobsonville Stadium on this excellent playing surface. And the set-piece specialist, Teboho Mokoena, over the ball. The wall doesn't look to me as if it's back 10 meters, and I think the referee is going to go and tell them to get back a little bit. It's marking out the line on the playing surface. So Mokoena, can he end the game in style? Can he give South Africa a send-off of note? Here he is, little chip. Wall does its job. Ball bounces straight back to Obas. He'll keep the attack alive. Mokoena going backwards to keep possession of the ball. And the referee wants the game stopped because there's another injury. Looks like a head injury from the man who took the brunt of that free kick. It is Etse Dogli, the man who's down. So just prolonging the agony. We've had our 4 minutes, but play will continue for a few seconds longer once Dogli gets up and back on his feet. A moment of brilliance from the master chef. Not quite a moment of brilliance here from Mokoena. And Dogli taking the force of the shot on the head. So because of concussion protocols, the referee has to stop the game. Dogli is though back on his feet, which is good news. So time just ticking by here, just seconds remaining in the game. The referee will restart with a drop ball. And because South Africa were in possession, they're going to be given the ball. Into the 6th minute of 4 that were to be added on. Mokoena just keeping possession of the ball. Referee looks at his watch. One more attack maybe. Mofokeng, what can he work? Plays the direct ball to Mokoena, who takes it on the volley but can't control it. Referee has another look at the watch. And Ghana restarting play, but there's barely time for them to take this ball up the field. Referees had about 3 or 4 looks at the watch now, and the ball knocked out of play on that far side, and I think we are in the death knell of this match. South Africa will take confidence from the win. Referee says play on now. There's a chance for a counter-attack. I don't know where the ref's finding all this time from, but there is time. Mofokeng. He's got Mokoena wide on this near side, can't pick him out. Ball goes out of play, and there will still be time for this throw-in. And the referee finally decides that's it. So Bafana go to AFCON on the back of a 1-0 win in this friendly match between the two rivals who've been rivals for many, many years on the African continent. It's MasterChef's master goal that cooked up a storm here and gave South Africa the win. They've won it here by 1-0 against a brave but very young Ghanaian side. Good preparation for AFCON. South Africa will be in action in the serious business in 6 days' time when they face Angola in Marrakesh. Good workout for Hugo Broos' side. He'll be happy with what his team have achieved today and getting some minutes in the legs, which is so important. So some of the players out on their feet. They'll need a pretty quick recovery, because they're going to be hopping on the plane pretty soon. So let's have a look at those stats for you then, and give you the figures that matter. South Africa scoring with their first shot on target in the match. And this is late in the piece. Apollos just getting tripped to set up that free kick. So full time then at Dobsonville. It's ended. Bafana 1, the Black Galaxies 0. And victory ahead of AFCON for the South African side. Having a look then at the stats for you. Only one shot on target for Bafana, but it was the shot that mattered. The goal from Mbule. 58% to 42% in possession. They had a lot of the possession, a lot of the chances. Ghana hit the post as well. Good workout for Bafana. They've won here by 1-0.
it's Bafana Bafana who get a nice send-off, or rather also give the fans something to cheer about as they head off to the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations. A reminder that SABC Sport will show you all 52 matches live when the tournament kicks off on Sunday. I'm looking for Coach Hugo Bruce and Coach Kasim to join me just to discuss this encounter, this friendly encounter where we saw Sipho Mbule, the master chef, living up to expectations, as it were. He's the man that a lot of people